Good morning, Rabbi Sai.
It's fascinating.
Something I should be able to hold on to.
It made me put on film every day.
No, how life could have been and how life changed.
You need to embrace yourself. You need to know what is important.
I didn't talk to my father for almost 4 years, but it's been a very long process.
Good morning, Rabbi Sai.
I was a bochir, in and out of yeshiva.
I grew up in a kibbutz. I identified with that.
I was always jealous when I walked into shul and I saw the people closing the Gemara, finishing their Daf Yomi before Shachris.
My parents, who are not from, sent me to a non-Jewish school. They didn't know that I went to church once a week. I knelt down, I prayed to the chappie on the cross. My mother was not too happy.
My neighbor was a dentist. I got the tooth pulled on the way home. He's like, I can only give you a ride if I can listen to this shir on the way. And you have to be quiet, because it's the only time I have to learn. And I agreed.
After I got married, I started to become more spiritual. I really want to start learning again.
So I had a close friend of mine sent me a clip of the Siyum of Saide Moyet. And my friend told me it's quite an interesting experience. I listened to the first daf. It sounded interesting. I logged into the second daf and I did it on Zoom. I went to the third and fourth date until it was so addictive that I couldn't let go.
I took somebody from the airport. We're starting now, Daf Yomi next week, Sunday. Yeah, okay, Sechtes Bruches, maybe I'll do it, but that's it, it's over. Rebelli had this thing called 8-minute daf. From the 8 minutes, I got into the 45-minute shir and I got hooked.
Rabbi Stefanski started doing the classes in Hebrew. I joined in. I saw something beautiful, that I saw that the same magic that is happening in the English class. All kind of Jews sitting together, Chabadnik, all group of Hasidim, all kind of Jews, enjoying Torah.
One of the firefighters in the department started sending me every single day the YouTube link with the daf of that day. Then after a little bit, I just said, I'm just gonna start.
The impact on my life, if it comes with a commitment, you really shine away.
Knowing that when I come home from work, nothing happens until I sit down at the table and I learn the daf.
It's a thing you feel and you know. I'm learning and I feel amazing.
Since B'Metzia, every single day, I start my day with a drive down to the office, and it just plays. I don't leave the car till it's done. So it gives me a brand new start for the day. Matzah Shabbos, right after Avdullah, that's the first thing we do. Yom Tov is a little harder, but we always catch up. It's not about the daf, it's about the Yomi.
Since Simchas Torah, I haven't missed daf, I haven't missed Shnai Mikra either. Even on days where we have been in these places like Janinu Turkaim, make sure to bring a Gemara with me, even though it adds extra weight.
I'm a better person and I'm closer to Hashem. What would my kids see? They would see the Tati on the phone with the Goyim and this and that. Now they wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock, they see me with the Gemara. It's a very... Go ahead.
I had complications after I left yeshiva, like half a year. It made me put on film every day because I can't do the daf without having to film on first. I have consistent learning throughout the day.
It's a very emotional thing for me because I'm just thinking about it. It's crazy. It's really crazy how life could have been and how life changed. So it's very, 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 it's very powerful. And I'm happy that I had the zechiyah to be the shliach and being Rebelli's person to do all the things in the back end.
Myself, my brother, and became rescue swimmers. We did a class in Oriskany, New York, and we were in class basically the entire day. After class, we did the daf. There's like full day trainings, and there's no time to do the daf, and it's like the middle of the break. You have the 50-minute breaks in between trainings. Just push it in and you do it.
At the beginning of the war, we made a Siyum for Seder Nashem on my base. A bunch of MDY guys came. People are completely not connected to Yiddishkeit at all in Israelis. They said I was the best barbecue we ever had, and those were the best people we ever met that came to our base. They made it the most fun.
I went through a couple of medical procedures. I remember walking in with my glasses into the operating room, and I laid down in the bed, took off my glasses, and there was like 7, 8 people in the room. It was quite cold, chilly in the room, and everybody went to work. At the moment, something I should be able to hold on to. And in the moment, in a flash, Rebbe came into mind because he had mentioned something a couple of days before. That's before Pesach, you should learn Ava Psuchim. I made up my mind that as soon as I'll recover, I'll start learning Ava Psuchim. It gave me such a ease of mind.
I didn't talk to my father for almost 4 years. I was 17 or 18. I had nothing in my life. Kicked out of yeshiva. Felt so empty. A friend of mine was learning with his father. I'm like, oh, that's such a nice thing. Let me start that. It was my grandfather's first Yutzat. And I texted my father, hi, is this the correct date for the Yutzat? I'm learning with my father. I was Messiah 2 Mesechtes.
Sometimes I can go to sleep like 3, 4 a.m. and be up 6 o'clock. I have a chavris 6 o'clock no matter what. One day, I got a very, very, very strong burn. I had to have paramedics in my house with my chavris. I'm not going to be able to learn it. 6:30 in the morning came and it was like, I don't want to miss it. I got to do it. That was one of my hardest dafim. My kid came down in the kitchen and saw me learning like that. For her, it was a lesson that Torah comes before
He is a person who made me enjoy learning.
His love for learning Torah is contagious.
he sees something that's right, he's going to do it all the way till the end. Spreading Torah for another yid, no matter what.
Eli explains it in a way that is a lot easier for the average person to understand.
The way he teaches it, I believe that if the Rebbes were teaching it exactly the same way today, there would be more frum people around because he is funny. I think he calls himself, or he says that his father calls him a shaygit. If he is a shaygit, he's the best shaygit I've ever met.
He made an effort to make sure to be by the Siyum, to come prepared, and to be able to connect to the people.
There was a moment where Rabbi Stefansky was crying. I thought that's a person who allows himself to be moved. The heart is alive and to be changed and to be moved and to be affected by whatever's going on around.
I called Rebbe, we're low in the bank. We don't have money to give out the next volume 2 on the Masechta. Rebbe said, here, $18,000. He's going to do everything in the world to bring another person to Torah. It's money, it's life, it's family, whatever it takes.
It's not just like a rabbi that you're seeing like yeshiva where they kind of have that mentality that they kind of have to be there, but it's a guy that generally wants people to connect to the daf.
Good morning, Rabbi Sai.
Unique about MDY is the panemius. Everybody in MDY will look at the other person's panemius. I don't care what chitzonius you are, because when Mashiach is going to come, this whole Chitzonis is going to fall off.
Chevle Mashiach, if you play with the word Chevle, it's a Lev Chai. MDY is a place where people discovering that the heart is alive and not being afraid to defend. That's what MDY represents.
MDY is just a Chabira that has people from all four ends of the world that they're all connected to Rebelli.
Rebelli is down to earth. He's the same person as me, and he was able to just put it into the Gemara. So can I, for 45 minutes a day, put myself aside and do the daf.
Erev Tov Rabbi Sai. MDY gum.
MDY is the most amazing daf as far as I'm concerned that you can learn. Rebelli is an amazing person that everyone can learn from, and that is what makes MDY what it is today.
MDY is for all.
MDY is a Kiddush Hashem.
MDY is fire.